Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am coming to you live from Assembly Hall, home of the blank blank. Uh, so those of you who never know, might show up in the final, might not. You know where I am. Let me know. Uh, Wanted to come to you today with a specific video over the final stuff for the end of the semester. I'm going to try to keep this quick, easy. So I'm gonna blitz through it. I have a little list here of stuff I want to cover in front of me. If you have questions or concerns, please reach out to me. Twitter, cell phone, email, and I'm available pretty much any time to help take your questions and answer whatever you need. With that being said, on to the share screen. All right. So I'm looking over to my other screen right now. If you just follow along, then that would be recommended. And I'm going to annotate here. All right. So at the top first, the highlights. Let's see if I can do this right. Right here, PowerPoints post midterm. All class PowerPoints since spring break and switched to online instruction are all uploaded and posted in this file at the top of the Moodle page. So this is an FYI. Let me delete that because you don't need that. And that will annoy me. All right. Scrolling down all the way to the bottom. Okay. First, week 15. I'm going to go down as I, oops, I'm going to go down and do this as I can. So review sessions. I am going to be sending out an email here as soon as I am done videoing this with open office hours. I can set that up on Zoom and you will be getting an email with that information on it. I also am available for setting up one-on-one or group reviews. You can see right here. Up to you and to the classmate to coordinate that. And then one of you, please email me if you want to do a group review and when and what day. And then I will be glad to set up and send out those invitations. I am willing also to do a group review into finals week as well. Recognizing you guys have a lot on your plate right now with a lot of stuff going on. I'm more than happy to do a final review. My only requirement is that neither of you can have started the final, the actual test. And I will check that once we get into finals week. If I see that you have started it, I will, we'll have a follow-up discussion on what's going on. But yeah, I'm more than happy to set up a final anytime next week as well. So that being said, all right. Oh, sorry. Next is here, the Sports Business Journal article on business and hockey sides aligning for the Blackhawks. Attached to find an article talking about the new organizational structure for the Chicago Blackhawks and its impact. This is a part of your final. I'm going to talk about it at the end when I go over the final. However, you'll not be able to submit this until the final opens next week, so you can knock this out now versus then and be ahead of the game. The questions that you will be required to answer are right here. Case study questions, business and hockey. And that is now available on Moodle site. It's available. You can see here it was restricted until I could get this recorded. So that is done. Okay. Clear. Okay, exit out. All right, scrolling down a little more. Chapter 15 lecture is posted here. Relatively short one, ties everything together. I thought did a nice job of sort of, the book talks about everything as a standalone function. This does a good job of sort of drawing the lines for you on how these all interact together. The vocab final crossword as well. I went through the material from the second half of class, as well as the material I used to build the final, and built the vocab crossword off of that. So if you go through and knock out the crossword on your first try, you should be fairly prepared for the concepts that you'll be presented with in the final. Concepts as far as the actual vocab themselves. Final study guide here, highlighting from each chapter the different concepts and ideas that you'll need to be familiar with before the final. I went through that again. The content I use, the class stuff that I used, the lecture notes, as well as the stuff I used to build the final. And I highlighted everything that you need to know, concepts, questions, themes that you would need to know under each chapter. Fairly straightforward. And as you get to the final, it's not very built out, but I also don't think that, given the final, and I'll explain that when we get to it, this gives you at least a roadmap to study, which I think is just as beneficial as if I had spent some time and broke out a 30-page outline for you to use to review. Again, also I pushed here. I'm a reminder that I'm available for one-on-one or group review sessions via Zoom. Please contact me to set that up. You'll be getting an email about that here as soon as I am done with this video. All right, moving on. All right, finals week, the final project. Again, that part 2 of that is due here. It's due next Saturday, May 9th at 11:59 p.m., same time as the final is due. We can submit it here. One of you have already done that, so that's great. If you have any questions, let me know. Sport market, the final itself. One attempt allowed. The quiz will not be available until Tuesday, May 5th at 10 a.m. and the close on Saturday, May 9th at 11:59 p.m. You will have 4 hours to do the final. That is double of what you would be allocated in if we were physically sitting in class. That being said, it is also larger than, well, I don't know if it's necessarily larger, but it is a fairly short final, I think, for a final. I'm going to show you that here. It's been a great semester, weird one, but thanks for taking the class. If you enjoyed it or have any feedback, please share that with me. You'll also be getting a course review sheet, so please fill that out. Let me know your thoughts, good, bad, or indifferent. The only reason I'm here is because people sign up and are interested in the class, and I want to try to continue to make the class better, improve myself as a teacher, as well as improve the content. And that requires you to let me know that. So again, I'd appreciate that, and share it with me. Like I said, I don't bite, and I want to know how to be a better instructor, and I enjoy it. I hope that has come across in the class. All right, so to take you inside the back end of my what I can see, was the final is worth 86 points. So it's worth variable points per question. Some of them, like true, false, just how the final is set up. And I know, unfortunately, with how things are set up in Moodle, as far as I could tell and I understood, were like true, false questions, or fill in the blank. You only can do, it's either right or wrong. I can't the computer won't let me set it up to give you partial credit for marking something down. That being said, on the multiple choice questions that you will run into in this final, and there are a good handful of those, and matching, you get partial credit for answering them. So, and that then is indicative of the increased point value of those questions. There are also a few short answer essay type questions that are, lists 5 characters, the characteristics of ambush marketing. You can just list those bullet points. I've been fairly complete and direct in in building the questions, so it should not lead to many should be very clear for you, bottom line. Yeah, so there you go. If you have any technical problems during the final, reach out to me as soon as possible. I can get in and manipulate certain things within while you're doing it, while you're there. However, don't it's going to be easier to fix either during than it will be after the final, because after the final, then it just opens a whole nother can of worms that I really don't want to worry about. So if you're running into problems during the final, call me anytime, and I will try to get to my computer and fix that. I'm serious, anytime, and I will make that happen. The final part 2, this is something that I did add because I think that I don't think it's a big ask for what I'm asking for. This is a place to submit your responses to the biz and hockey sides aligning for Black Sox worksheet I sent out. The article, basically the case study response questions. That'll be all you do. Literally is upload a Word document. The other piece to that is a mini essay question that I ask. I want your opinion on something. I'm not going to talk about what, but you do have to support your argument with at least 2 points, and you can write that in Word and upload it, or write it on an HTML on the online Noodle portal and submit it. It's up to you, but you have 2 hours to complete this part, which I think is fairly reasonable. It's open the same time as the quiz, as you can see, Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 11:59. All right. Okay. And then the vocab review, the crossword vocab review key will appear under finals week, available on this coming Sunday at 7 p.m. So that'll appear at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I will be sending out an email with the review opportunities and what that looks like. Also, a reminder, the registrar has extended the deadline for pass, fail, and complete. For some of you who've obviously I know have a lot on your plate, have had trouble accessing the course material, I would encourage you to talk to your advisor and consider filing that paperwork. I want to see you all be successful. Big thing out of this class is I want to foster, hopefully, an interest in sports and sports administration and sports marketing. And I don't want you, and especially with everything that's been happening, I want to try to lessen the impact on you guys as much as possible, but I can only do so much. You have to do some of it as well. So that being said, that's all I got. If you have any questions, please reach out. Again, email, DM, text, call. I'm here for you for the next 2 weeks. Literally, this will be my main focus. So if you have, don't stress. I'm here for you. I want to make this as easy as possible for you, recognizing this is an elective, and I know you guys have other major courses that you're trying to get caught up on as well. And that's what I'm here for. So look forward to hopefully talking or Zooming with some of you soon. And if not, you guys have a great summer and stay well, stay healthy, and enjoy fit life as we return to normalcy here, which is starting to come. I especially like the fact that I can go golfing next week. So I promise to stay off the golf course in order to answer your Zoom calls. We will talk to you soon, guys. Bye.